want you guys to do is you're gonna keep your Kimura grip, you're gonna stay low, he's gonna be gripped up however he wants, belt, hand, doesn't matter. I'm gonna play my chin below his elbow. It's very important. This is like your marker for how high or low you should be. So if I'm up here and I start to circle toward his back, he's gonna have a very easy time rolling and putting his back on the floor, and I'll have him in a pin, but it's not what I want, okay? So I wanna drop my chin down below his elbow, and I wanna start to take this back arm and I wanna start to force it through. So chin down below the elbow. As I even start to think about turning the corner, I start to punch this arm through, and I want to think about getting my chest behind his shoulder. And once my chest is behind his shoulder, my toes are active on the mat, it becomes extremely difficult for him to turn back into me. Whereas if I was just a little bit higher, he goes to turn, he's going to slip. It's really easy. Okay? So we have our Kimura grip. I'm going to drop really low, chin below the elbow. The arm on the backside gets punched through. I start to rotate and then immediately drop my chest behind his shoulder. Now from this position, I'm gonna go and hug his head. I'm gonna go ear to ear, and then I'm gonna reach and I'm gonna re-grip the Kimura hand. Now if it was too far away to re-grip, I could just seat belt. But if it's available, and it usually is going to be because I can attack his lapels from here, he's gonna be defending his neck, I can snatch that grip right back up. Now the most common question here is gonna be, why didn't you just keep your grip the whole time, get to this position to loop his head? Because it's hard. Can't do it. It's really hard for me to get that elbow back around his head. Again, we start here. Chin drops down. Rear arm punches through. I start to circle, and I don't just circle. I circle and I drop down below his shoulder. Toes are active on the mat, so if he does try to turn in, I can muscle back into him, keep him on his side. I'm going to go around his head, and I'm going to start to think about putting my either seatbelt together, or even better, when I go ear to ear, as he defends, if I can re-grip his wrist and get to this position here, okay? Now, we're gonna go into our chair sit series from here. My post leg is gonna pop up. I'm gonna build the pillow under his head, so my right knee slides up. I sit him up on the pillow, so everything's very cinched tight. My body hook comes in. Remember, we don't throw it into this position where we put a hook on the legs because he can close a deep half. I wanna be here instead. I'm gonna roll to my side, and then as I roll to my side, this leg gets really light, it can come through. Now, here's where some of the advanced options come in. If he is fighting chokes or being loose with this arm here, I may have the opportunity to bring my heel into the elbow pocket and start to trap this arm, okay? If he's tight with that arm, we're just gonna roll to our side, make sure we stay between our partner and the mat. Then you can either close a body triangle if you're able, or stomp on your heel and squeeze your knees.